Casey Neistat is what you'd call a YouTube veteran. He's been on the site for over 6 years now, but then again, the term YouTube veteran doesn't really have that much hold to it.
What? VIP lounge? What is this?
Casey's content was mainly centered around doing big outdoor projects and vlogging. Vlogging was the main part of his channel. A couple years ago, he started a daily vlogging series to challenge himself, and that's really what blew up his channel. It's gaining millions of views per video, plus on top of the fact they were coming out daily, so it was a very successful thing for him to do. His channel was booming because of it. Now, Casey's known to dabble in some controversial topics, like for example when he made a video on who he'd be voting for president. The public as a whole didn't really take that video too well.
Hillary Clinton.
But the video he's uploaded recently is by far his most controversial video, because he's talking about ending the daily vlogs on his channel, the thing that essentially made his channel popular in the first place.
It's not clickbait. I really am ending the vlog.
Now, originally, a lot of people didn't think Casey was being legit, because actually a couple weeks prior, he uploaded a video called I'm Cancelling the Vlog, and a lot of people thought he was quitting then, but all he was doing was not uploading a vlog for that day, so a little bit misleading. But Casey does go into detail on how he is legitimately quitting daily vlogging. It's gone and it's not coming back.
Since starting this vlog, I've earned over 5 million subscribers. I've done over 1 billion views since starting this vlog. And that success, combined with kind of a creative complacency, I think yielded something that I don't like, something I'm not proud of, which is that, like, I know how to do this and do it in a way that's pretty easy and have it make me very successful on YouTube and make a great living via AdSense and grow this reach. But what it hasn't been doing is challenging me. It hasn't been the creative fist fight that I want and need every single day.
Now, what he just said there about the vlogging not being enough for him, he needs to do more creative things. That's probably where the majority of the hate came from this video and backlash, and I can see why, because you can interpret that in two different ways. Firstly, you could see a guy trying to grow and branch himself out, and he's plateaued. He's found something that he enjoys doing, and as he said, he's making enough ad revenue to make this his full-time job, but he isn't there. He's not mentally there creatively. He wants to do more things. And then there's the other side that probably see it in a more pessimistic way, of someone with an ego saying, this isn't good enough for me, I don't like vlogging, I don't like bringing you daily content, I want to do what I want. I saw some comments interpreting this as, I guess, like a selfish act, and I can see where people are coming from, but in my opinion, it's quite difficult because with me, as if some of you have watched my channel since its inception, I've been all over the fucking place with content, right? I did cancerous MLG videos, then I doing commentaries, gaming videos. It's all over the place, and a lot of people criticize me for that, for not grounding myself. But what people need to understand is, and I think I've said this in a previous video, I will go fucking insane if there's no variety to my channel. If I just do commentaries talking about stuff, if I just do gaming videos, I will go crazy. I can't have just that. It's like, the reason I quit my MLG videos, all those, I think it was like a year ago now, or maybe even more than that, they took so long to plan out and make, and it wasn't because of the ad revenue. It wasn't anything to do with the views and that, because I was getting pretty decent views, not to jerk myself off, but it's the sense of not being happy. It's like, I see a lot of people that are like self-made millionaires and that, and I honestly would never want to reach a level where you become so rich and so successful so quickly. Because if you think about it, once you're at the top, what else is there to do? You get fucking bored. Do you know, like, I'm very sure that there's a lot of millionaires and billionaires that are not completely happy with their life. They have some kind of void there. Money doesn't bring everything in. And originally, after a while with the MLG videos, I just got sick of them. I found them so repetitive and forced, and I just didn't enjoy making them. And I thought I'd make the next video better. I'd put more production value. I started doing like IRL shots in my videos and stuff. I felt so happy because of it, because I was putting more effort into my videos. I was being more creative. They took longer. a lot more people complained. But mentally, I was sound with that. I enjoyed it because it's very difficult on YouTube to find this balance between pleasing subscribers and pleasing yourself. I see a lot of YouTubers saying, I can upload whatever I want. You don't mean anything to me. This is my channel. I do what I want. If you want to stick around for the ride, that's fine, but it's my content. I don't believe in that ideology. I think that's very selfish. But on the flip side of that, I don't believe creators should be constricted to doing something that's going to slowly kill them, right? If they're just finding it so draining and boring. When I quit MLG, I got so much backlash. When I started introducing commentaries and gaming videos, I got a lot of backlash. People were saying, oh, Leafy Dick Rider, oh, you're doing commentaries because Leafy is, and all that other shit, right? It's expected, it's natural. But eventually, people saw that a change in content was good. They enjoyed it. A lot of people unsubscribed. A lot of people gave me shit and they never watched my videos again. But that's fine, because I had a lot more clarity in what I wanted to do. And even today, there's things where I still want to branch out and try other things. Like, for example, my previous video, my Dishonored video, it hasn't done that well view-wise compared to my other videos. And I knew that. I knew it would do shit view-wise. But I still did it anyway, because I want variety on my channel. Every time I do a gaming video, I don't want it to just be Overwatch. I know that Overwatch gets the most views, and I know it's the most popular, but I don't want to do just Overwatch. I want to throw other stuff in there. And I know for a fact it won't do as well view-wise, but it keeps me mentally sound. And honestly, that's what matters, because as long as you're mentally sound, you'll continue to make good, decent content. So I can understand why people will be annoyed at Casey, but honestly, I know I've memed the guy a fair bit in the past, but nothing to respect to him. He can be a bit of a loser, but I can see where he's coming from totally. Because once you get to the top, and once you're sound, once you've got all that ad revenue coming in, you get bored. I've been talking to some YouTubers recently, and honestly, I think one of the nicest things we can get is when we get a private message or an email from someone that's been saying to us how our content has essentially changed their life or made their life a lot more enjoyable. I've had some emails of people telling me they've dealt with suicidal depression, they just don't want to go on living, and how my shit content has made them happy and has made them enjoy life a lot more. And shit like that, man, like no amount of revenue or views can ever compete with something like that. That is amazing, seriously. And I feel that Casey, with his videos, he's done that. He's made a lot of people happy. He's changed a lot of lives in some of his videos. And now it's something to retire. If you want to start watching his content because he stopped the daily vlogs, that is totally understandable. If you want to unsubscribe to him, totally fine, go for it. But I think it's good that he wants to move on to something where he can expand his creativity, because we all need to do that at some point.
I have to kill this before I can give birth to what's next.
A lot of people call YouTube this dream job that you've got to do what you're told and you're not allowed to complain. But change is for the better. Not in all cases. Like, for example, the new algorithm that's causing me to go negative subs whenever I upload. That's an exception of good change. But the point I'm trying to make is, too much stress from just doing the same thing over and over, it just makes you snap. Take, for example, PewDiePie. He's had to go on a temporary hiatus because the vlogs are just too boring and they're too draining.
I realized last night that I can't keep doing the vlogs. It really, really sucks. I really wanted Birdabo to be something fun and positive and different for the channel. And I think it was the first week. But now it's just gotten to a point where not just me is being affected by it, but like other people around me.
Do you know, as people, we're happy for about 20 to 30% of our life naturally. You've got to force that shit all day, every day for a daily vlog. PewDiePie, he just couldn't do it. It just snapped. Everything fell apart. So he's had to take a break, and he's going to come back when he's ready, because him going to America and vlogging every single day, putting in all these forced moments, all this stuff going on, it's just too much for one person. And I'm not talking about vlogs in particular. I'm talking about anyone that just does one sole thing over and over and over again. You need variety. Another example is with iDubbbz. He's doing this series now called What's in the Box. Everyone needs more variety. You need to change. You need to keep evolving. You will be criticised. You'll be called a snake or a backstabber for changing content or leaving one community for another. But if you have good intentions, then you will go far with it. Change, to an extent, is incredibly needed, especially with a platform as versatile and ever-changing as YouTube. I'm pretty sure all the old YouTubers that have been on this site for about 6+ years, they've all had to have some kind of drastic change in content to keep up with the algorithm, to keep up with the changing pace. Everyone's had to do it at some point. And what I was saying earlier about getting the letters and stuff and messages from people saying how the videos make them happy, that's the best stuff. That really is. And that's what I love about YouTube. I love the community. I love you guys so much that watch my videos. The support is amazing. All the comments, all the feedback, the fan art. I'd say the fan fictions, but the fan fictions, they can be quite questionable at times. All of you watching this video, you are amazing individuals, and the people you watch are amazing individuals. Some of you just need to understand that content creators, they need to move on to other things. But if you don't agree with that, you can always unsubscribe. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. This is your boy, Papa Pyro, giving you more words of questionable wisdom. Also, don't worry, guys. I remembered about the Q&A. That's coming tomorrow. You asked some good questions.